Good morning. My topic is investigating the neurobiological correlates of phonological awareness, as well as reading in young children. Before I get into the research question itself, I first want to talk a little bit about the definition of phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is the ability to recognize as well as manipulate parts of signs or words. For example, sign language has various parameters such as hand shape, location, movement, etc. For example, the sign dry, if you manipulate its location, you can produce the sign for ugly. And that is one example of sign modulation. Spoken phonological awareness is very similar. Cat, for example, has 3 sounds. And if you replace the C with a B, the word changes. And that is an important skill that we know is tied into reading development in young children. So our studies have typically focused on spoken language phonological awareness only, and our study is looking at sign language phonological awareness and the correlation to reading. We also want to look at what parts of the brain support phonological awareness in both sign language and spoken language, and are those structures similar or different? We're utilizing an interdisciplinary approach, drawing from the fields of linguistics, psychology, and child development. Linguistics informs us how language is structured. What are the similarities between spoken language and sign language phonological limitations, and will inform the design of our study. Psychology and child development informs us about the cognitive skills of children, how children develop, what milestones impact reading and later reading development. We're now adding a 4th piece of our study, cognitive neuroscience. Utilizing cognitive neuroscience, we're looking at what parts of the brain and measuring activation during phonological awareness tasks. The design of our study is that children come and see pictures on a screen. They have to envision the sign for those pictures and see if the location of the signs is the same for both of the pictures. For example, ice cream and frog that share a location. The English task asks children to imagine speaking those words and decide if the words indicated by the pictures rhyme or not. This is an important study and the first time that neuroscience is being used to understand the relationship between sign language and phonological awareness in reading. That will inform us about the brain, how the brain organizes language and processes language. And also importantly, it will tell us the best approach to teaching deaf children to read. Thank you.